What happens when one mistake online changes everything? In the coming episodes of Emmerdale, viewers are about to witness one of the most emotional and confronting storylines the show has tackled in years. Nicola and Jimmy King's world is about to collapse, and not because of the usual village drama or business trouble. This time, it's something far more personal, something that hits right at the heart of their family. Their adoptive son, Holliday, the boy they've raised, loved, and tried to guide, finds himself in police custody after circulating an indecent image of Clemmie Reed. What might have seemed like a childish, impulsive act quickly explodes into something far more serious. It's an event that will send shockwaves through their family, their friendships, and the entire village. Nicola Wheeler, who plays Nicola King, opened up about the storyline, explaining just how devastating this turn of events will be for her character. Nicola has always been strong, opinionated, and protective of her family, but this is different. This time, her own son's actions force her to look in the mirror and question everything she thought she knew about parenting. She explained that the fallout is brutal. While Laurel Thomas agrees that what Carl did was wrong, she feels torn. Her sympathy lies entirely with Clemmie. Laurel sees a young girl who's been humiliated in the most painful way possible, and as much as she wants to support Nicola as a friend, she can't ignore the fact that Clemmie is the real victim here. Clemmie's world, meanwhile, crumbles. This isn't just about embarrassment, it's about a young girl feeling exposed and powerless. Imagine being her age and realizing everyone knows something that should have remained private. That everyone's talking about you, whispering, judging, making assumptions. She becomes so ashamed she starts to think about changing schools just to escape the humiliation. Nicola, watching this unfold, feels guilt like she's never felt before. It's not anger or disappointment anymore, it's something deeper. She believes she's failed as a mother. She admits that giving Carl a phone, without properly monitoring what he was doing with it, was a huge mistake. In her eyes, she didn't protect him enough from the dangers that come with growing up online. And that's where this story hits home for so many parents. Nicola reflects on something painfully real: the internet has changed everything about childhood. Kids don't have to go looking for harmful content anymore. It finds them. A few clicks, an innocent search, a random pop-up, and suddenly they're seeing things no child should ever see. Algorithms feed them more, pushing them further into worlds they can't possibly understand. She points out that even well-meaning, loving parents often have no idea what their children are being exposed to. They assume their kids are safe, watching harmless videos or chatting with friends, when in reality, they're just one click away from something dark. And once they stumble into it, the system keeps feeding it to them, trapping them in a cycle of curiosity, confusion, and harm. In the show, this leads to an emotional confrontation between Nicola and Laurel. Both mothers, both heartbroken, both struggling to understand how something like this could happen. It's not just about blame anymore, it's about fear. Fear of what the digital world is doing to their kids. Fear of how much control they've already lost. Olivia Bromley, who plays Clemmie's mum Dawn, said she was shocked when she first read the script. The storyline hit close to home for her. She admitted that it forced her to think about how fast children are growing up and how exposed they are to things they're not ready to process. She said it's a powerful reminder that the internet isn't just a space for fun and connection, it's also a place where innocence can be shattered in seconds. Bromley added that Dawn's reaction is raw and emotional. As a mother, she thought she had time to teach her daughter, time to prepare her for the dangers of the world. But this incident makes her realize how fragile that sense of safety really is. One image, one message, one wrong decision, and suddenly, everything changes. What's remarkable about this storyline is how grounded it feels. It's not exaggerated drama for shock value. It's painfully real. It's about mistakes that could happen in any home, to any family. It's about how the smallest lapse in judgment can have life-changing consequences. As the episodes unfold, viewers will see Nicola and Jimmy struggling to hold their family together while dealing with judgment from the community. People they've known for years suddenly look at them differently. Some show sympathy, others cast blame. It's the kind of social fallout that doesn't go away overnight. And then there's Carl, a child who didn't truly understand what he was doing, now facing a level of punishment and shame that might be too heavy for him to carry. The story doesn't excuse his actions, but it does force the audience to see the bigger picture: the systems, pressures, and influences that lead to moments like this. What makes this storyline so compelling is that it doesn't just stop at the incident itself. It explores the ripple effects: how guilt consumes parents, how children struggle with identity after humiliation, and how friendships can fracture when moral lines get blurred. For Nicola, this might be one of the hardest lessons of her life. It's a moment of reckoning, not just for her family, but for every parent watching. Because in a world ruled by screens, where privacy is fragile and curiosity is dangerous, this story reminds us of one uncomfortable truth: you can love your child completely and still not know what they're doing. As Emmerdale dives deeper into this storyline, it's clear this isn't just another another week in the village. It's a reflection of modern parenting, digital vulnerability, and the painful reality of growing up too fast. Nicola and Jimmy will be forced to face the consequences of trust, technology, and a mistake that can't be undone. Because sometimes the most dangerous things don't happen in the streets or behind closed doors, they happen on a screen, in the hands of someone too young to understand the damage they can cause. And in Emmerdale, that one digital mistake is about to change everything.